Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be creating a really quick page in my art journal and basically answering the question, what is a used up journal? And this is what it is. You can see it's a real mess. This is my large dilutions journal, which I use in conjunction with my small dilutions journal as a use it up page, as a testing out things, as a if I've got extra paint around, it gets shoved in here. On this page, I got some new waxes, so I put those in the page to try them out. In the background there, you can sort of see the lighter area. That was some glitter paste that I had. So it's just chuck everything in and see what happens. So they give me the freedom to do stuff like this that I wouldn't do on another page, where I just, chuck on some paint and spread it out and see what happens. So you can see I'm drying off my layers as I go. I tend to do that a lot when I'm working because obviously it helps to layer things up and it means I'm not smudging it into other colours. So I'm keeping the colours as true as possible. This is an Americano craft paint, I think, in a metallic green. So I just got a lovely shop that I used to buy from online called Luluites is closing down, and I may have topped up all my Dina Wakely paints, and a few extra paints and things fell into my basket. So I was just testing a whole heap of stuff out. So that metallic paint was one that came from there. The turquoise paint that I've put on is the Finnabair liquid acrylics, which you've seen me use before. And I'm just rubbing off to get some sort of pattern in the background. And I really liked, it was very watery and wet, but it actually ended up being sort of a really cool background in the end, which I quite liked. So with my use it up journal, there's no rhyme or reason to what I do. They're the pages I use when I want to do something really quickly. This page I think took less than half an hour to put together in the end. Because I just wasn't thinking. I was just, I've got this, let's use this. Oh, okay, I'll cover that up, I'll use that. So this is one of the new waxes I got that I thought I really like the metallic shine. I like the metallic of the green in the background, so I thought, well, why not put more metallics on? That was basically my reasoning for doing what I was doing on this page. When I got to this stage though, I was like, okay, what are you actually going to do though, Niamh? Because you have made it a fairly solid colour. It's fairly dark. What's going to sort of sit over this? I knew I needed a focal image of some sort on it. While I was thinking though, this is a stamp from Dina Wakely stamp set I have. Again, sort of one I've just bought that I was just playing around with. As those people who've followed this channel before know, I love my text stamps, so it was a good mix. So I stamped that all around as a border. Some of it's upside down, that's fine. It's when I use text on pages, I don't do it to have it as readable unless it's sort of a focal quote. I do it as texture in the background. So I don't mind if they're upside down. I just like that line work on the page. Now I've decided I'm going to put this collage image down, and again, it's a personal thing for me. I don't like the white edge showing up too much, so I always make sure that I trim down the images so I've got I don't have a halo as I'm gluing things down. You can see me being very generous with the matte medium as I'm gluing it down as well, just to make sure that everything sticks and it's as translucent as possible when I'm gluing it down. I'm also going back in afterwards. I noticed I had a few bubbles, so just pushing them out with my finger, and you can see I've got a wet wipe there just to collect up all the extra glue that I didn't need. The more you do that and work it into the page, obviously carefully because you don't want to tear it, the more translucent the final image will be, and you'll actually be able to see your patterning in the background. So just again going in and heat setting that, and then I'm going to add some colour over the top. So I have these new pencils from Stabilo. Obviously those people who follow my channel know I love my Stabilo oil pencil. These are I think they're designed for children. And they're called Woody 3-in-1 pencils by the same company. Basically, they do exactly the same thing, except they're really thick and chunky, and they come in 18 different colours. They've got that beautiful turquoise, gorgeous yellows and purples and so on. They go over everything. You can even write in them on top of glass, which my daughters found out, which was highly amusing to them. I actually had to buy 2 packets because they fell in love with them, so I had to go and actually buy a set so I could have them too. And they're really handy for the kids because it's quick and easy and pain-free painting, because they can just get their water brush over the top and paint with it. So for those parents out there who are trying to keep themselves clean and tidy and sane, watercolour pencils are a great help to have when you've got toddlers in the house. So I'm just going back in with the sort of paler colour to just make the face a little bit more of a focus and pop it out from the background. Now, the great thing about these pencils are, just like the Stabilo oil pencil, they're quite creamy. They're easy to blend with your finger. So you can see me going in there and blending, which means you get really great shading straight away. The lines on the Dina Wakley collage already are so sort of thick and chunky and shady that this pencil and this sort of type of colouring sort of really works for it. So it was just lots of fun to get my finger in and just blend it all together. And I probably got a little heavy-handed with how much colour I was putting on, because I actually really liked the background seeping through, but I really enjoyed how easy it was to sort of blend the colours and just make this piece sort of come alive. The other thing that helps your artwork come alive, obviously, is putting the whites in the eyes. And as soon as you do that, your eyes suddenly have something to rest on. They've got a bit of a focus, and it just makes everything sort of pop from the page. So I'm just going in and colouring in the, I presume it's clothing. There's sort of this sweep thing at the bottom. Who knows? I think it's clothing. And just using a blue to do that, sort of to pick up the blue from the background. And I was looking at it thinking, oh, I like it, but it needs something. So I was trying to work out what the something was. The first thing I think it was is trying to get a quote. So again, I'm using my sticker book from Art from Marlene. It's a great mix of things. It's some snarky comments, some funny comments, but there's some really lovely ones too. And the one I ended up choosing was Mind Over Matter, because I thought it fitted in well with, one, how I was feeling on that day, and two, with the page next door, because it's almost sort of the same artwork, same image. The one on the right hand side, or left hand side, sorry, was about making mistakes and thinking things are mistakes. So I like the Mind Over Matter. The final thing I did was to put some wax back in her hair of that metallic, and you'll sort of see up the top now. The reason I chose to do that was there was some of that glitter paste on the page, so it had some texture to catch the light, which I really loved. So that was how I finished off the page. I hope you enjoyed this and a little glimpse in how I use my Use It Up journal. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you watched, and there's a few extra videos there to pique your interest as well. Till next time, bye for now.